We know Drake Maye is helping Josh McDaniels, right? They're 7-2. They've won 6 games in a row. Drake Maye's a legitimate MVP candidate. But he's not just helping the Patriots and helping his new offensive coordinator. Drake Maye is saving Josh McDaniels' reputation in the game right now. We know how quickly that reputation can dissipate. Ask any of these stupid talking heads at ESPN what they think about Bill Belichick's legacy. They'll make a whole week of content about it. And Josh McDaniels, when he came back to New England this year, I was stunned at how many Patriots fans didn't like the move. Said, oh man, you're just trying to tap into the past. What they're doing with this, though, with Drake Maye and Josh McDaniels in this marriage, is taking the best of the past and creating the Patriots' future. Because all people could say was, oh, well, he was just Tom Brady's OC. What did he do when he didn't have Tom Brady? And ignoring the fact that, A, he took Mac Jones to a Pro Bowl, and B, had Matt Castle at a Pro Bowl level when he was filling in for a year. And C, they went 3-1 in 2016 when they didn't have Tom Brady. So you take all that away and just look at the fact that, okay, fine. When he did have Tom Brady, he won 3 Super Bowls as an offensive coordinator. That's a pretty good stat line. It's a pretty good resume to have, Brady or no Brady, to win 3 Super Bowls at this position. And yet people, Patriots fans, when they brought him back, were saying, oh, great. Now what? Now we're going to stunt this kid's growth. And what Drake Maye is proving is that, Josh McDaniels can still coach in this league. 17 touchdowns to 4 picks, second best completion percentage in the entire league at 74.1%, a gaudy 74.1%, and a team that's atop the AFC East. Drake Maye is saving Josh McDaniels' career. But on the flip side, Josh McDaniels is helping create Drake Maye's career. I don't know if the kid's actually going to win the MVP this year. I don't know if the Patriots are going to win a couple of playoff games or even if they'll make the playoffs. But certainly what you've seen so far and the way that everybody's talking about Drake Maye around this league, there's not going to be people saying, oh, well, what has Josh McDaniels done without Tom Brady? And yeah, he took Mac Jones to a Pro Bowl in 2021, and the Patriots made the playoffs with a rookie Mac Jones. And I'm not going to sit here and say that they got lucky and Mac Jones was actually trash in that 2021 season, which a lot of Patriots fans have a revisionist history of. But certainly at no point during that season was Mac doing what Drake Maye can do any given Sunday. Okay? He was never going to have the deep ball threat that Drake Maye has in his arsenal. He never had the wheels that Drake Maye had in his arsenal. He probably didn't get sacked as much because he was throwing the ball at guys' feet. But clearly, Drake Maye has a much higher ceiling than Mac Jones ever had, even when all of us were really high on Mac Jones. Like, this is not revisionist history. We thought we had the quarterback of the future for sure. But when we look at Drake Maye, you think not only do we have a quarterback in the future, we might have a top 5 quarterback in the league. Like now, like the way he's playing right now, you could have that. He's already got more yards in 9 games this year than he did in 13 last year. Okay, he's already thrown more touchdowns than he did last year. And he's been much better protecting the football, even though he had a fumble and a pick in this last game against Atlanta. He went, 4 or 5 straight games without a turnover before that. Okay, this second-year leap for a guy who was a project quarterback to be in year 2 and a legit MVP candidate, yeah, nobody's questioning Josh McDaniels' ability anymore. Again, you look at what Drake's doing this season and the elevation that this team has with the lack of weapons. They didn't get that much better at the receiver room. Stephon Diggs has had a nice year. He's a good player. He's still got a lot left in the tank. But that made them from the 31st or 32nd best wide receiver room to maybe the 25th, 24th in the league. And you've got an MVP candidate at quarterback. Yeah, not a lot of guys are doing that. Not a lot of coaches are doing that. I would go as far as saying, with what Drake Maye has done this year for the weapons around him, that's the kind of performance from an offensive coordinator that gets you a head coaching job in the league the next year. And it's obviously grading on a curve because Josh McDaniels had a couple of bad stretches as a head coach, and he's outright left the team at the altar as the head coach. So I don't know if that's the case, but that he's going to be a head coach again next year. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that actually works out better for Patriots fans. He's going to be developing this kid for the next couple of years, and he just happens to be putting up offenses that should get him head coaching jobs. That's the best of both worlds for this fan base, for this quarterback, and yeah, for the coach, whose reputation is saved. He's not just seen as a Brady merchant, the way that Adam Gase was for Peyton Manning, and reasonably so, by the way, for Peyton Manning. He is getting new life around this league, Josh McDaniels is, because of Drake Maye. And all of us Patriots fans are the ones benefiting from it. So, is Drake Maye saving Josh McDaniels' career? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and it gives you nothing but Boston sports content 5 days a week, live on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts as well, without any of the bullshit that comes along with Boston Sports Talk Radio these days. It is your lunchtime alternative to Boston Sports Talk Radio. It's the Wicked Boston Show with Cam Stuart and Zach Burke. Thank you for making it your first listen today and every day. We will see you tomorrow on another edition of the Wicked Boston Show.